Hello everybody, welcome back to Rover project. Okay, I've had a few people ask me what kind of polish did I use to do the rocker cover. That's the one I used. Okay, right, these are all just the wheels I use to put on a drill. I do have a bench grinder, but it's in the shed, can't get in the shed, got too many motorbikes in there. That's all my buffing wheels I use. That one hasn't been used. These are all the compound stuff you buy as well, we go with it, but I find it's just a waste of time. Right, so what I got is wet and dry sandpaper, 1200 wet and dry. 800 is better if you want to get all the marks out of your out of whatever it is you're polishing. Right, let's go over to the car. Right, so now I finally got my compound. This little bugger's coming off, so I'm going to clean him up and give him a good polish. Right, so the other jobs I haven't finished off yet is the rev counter to be wired up, the vacuum gauge needs wiring up, and the oil pressure gauge needs wiring up. So I've been quite busy at the moment doing other things, so I haven't got round to finishing those off. So I thought whilst I got the polish, I'm going to get this done, and it should look as good as that rocker cover. But I'm still waiting to see if anybody knows how to wire up that rev counter. There's 3 wires what comes out the rev counter. One's green, one's white and yellow, and one's black and white. That's it, just the 3 wires. So if anybody knows how to wire the bugger thing up, let me know please, because that needs doing. Right, so let's get this annoying thing off. Right, let's see if I can put the camera somewhere so you can roughly see what I'm doing. Gotta be careful. Let's get that pipe out of your way a minute. Alright, you can just about see. I can't put it on the edge, I think, because this is a bit of an expensive camera. I don't want to break it. I really do need to get a tripod. It's just farting around trying to find a space to put it. Right, that looks good. Right, that looks roughly good. I think you can see what I'm roughly doing. Right, let's undo this screw here. There's one. Two. Definitely not drop the screw on the floor. Right, I'll have to find that one in a minute. I had it in my fingers as well. It's these silly little marigolds you wear and flipping get in your way sometimes. Right, that one up there. Take this little pot off. Leave all that attached. Take your thingamajig off. That can just sit on there like that. Right, so there we go. There's the pot. Right, let me find that screw. There he is. Ow! Ooh, sharp. Stood on a stone. Right, leave those 3 screws up there. Put the screwdriver away. Right. Okay, gonna move you again now. Right. So there be our pot. We're gonna give this a damn good wet and dry down first. Get all the crap out of it. And yeah, I'll go from there. Right. So let's go over to my other bits and pieces. Sorry about you looking at the floor whilst I do this. Right, here's my bucket of water. Chucking in there. Just put it down here. I'll sit on the step, I think, whilst I do this. Grab me wet and dry. Right. There. Okay, right. So I'm going to crack on and get this wet and dried down. and I'll come back to you in a short while just to show you roughly what it looks like whilst it's been wet and dried down. Okay, welcome back. Okay, that's wet and dried down a little bit, but there's still some marks in there what need coming out. If I had 800 wet and dry, it'd come down a lot quicker. See, there's one just there, quite a deepish one. So with 1200 wet and dry is okay, but it just takes longer and longer to do. So I'm gonna have to keep on going until I get most of all the marks I want out. I mean, you could polish it just as it is if you wanted to, depending on how fussy you are really, but I don't mind going on a little bit further with it. So I'm gonna keep on rubbing it down so I get most of all the marks out, and then I'll do the polishing afterwards, and then I'll show you roughly how I do it. See, there's a couple of marks just there as well, look, see, deep ones, and a few more up around the top there, look. So I'm going to try and see if I can wait for the camera to focus, see if I can get some of those see if I can get some of those marks out of this casing, and yeah, wait for it to focus again. Come on, you little bugger, focus. Yeah, roughly, I think you can see that. So there's a few marks there that need to be done as well, so I'm going to have to go back to doing a bit more wet and drying down. So I'll come back to you again in a short while. Okay, welcome back everybody. Okay, I managed to flatten it down a little bit more. Let's get it over the light a minute. I got some of the marks off. It's going to take a long time. You still see some in there, so I'm going to give it a coat of polish and see what it comes up like. And if I'm not happy with it, then I start all over again of wet and drying them down. So there's that. And this is the polish I use, which I find it works a lot better. This is what I've used to do motorbike engines and stuff like that on the casings on the motorbikes, and it always works. That's what done that rocker cover on the Rover. So this stuff is quite expensive. I mean, it's £5 for a tube, and unless you go to some car shows, you do get a deal, 2 for a £5 and stuff like that. But lately I've been forgetting to pick it up when I go to the car shows, so I had to pay £5 for this one at a local shop I go to. So I also wish I picked up some sandpaper as well, some good, bit more better quality sandpaper. There's 1200 wet and dry is a bit thin really. It's very low grade for doing that really. You need about 800 wet and dry really to get the marks out of it properly, because that's what I've used on the rocker cover. Still, never mind. Just let's polish it up and see what it comes out like, and if I'm happy with it, then I'll coat it with lacquer, and that'll be it. And just fit it all back on. Then, well, tomorrow I'll fit it back on. I'll leave it to dry overnight for about 24 hours to dry properly for the lacquer, and I'll fit it back on tomorrow. Another thing I want to say is I'm not out to competition with anybody else on YouTube or anything like that. This is my project car. I'm doing the footage because I want to keep a record of everything. So yeah, I'm not out for competition for anybody to get as many likes or get as many subscribers or anything. I just want to clear that up. I'm not interested in any of that. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you don't like it, you don't like it. So I just want to get that perfectly clear over. Basically, I'm just doing this for my own hobby really, at the end of the day. I've had no help with anything. I've done it all my flipping self. So yeah, there we go. Right, so I'm going to get this polished up, and I'll come back to you in a short while. Okay everybody, welcome back. There we are. That's the best as I'm going to get this one without going a bit more wet and drying down. But I think a bird chirping away there. I think that's pretty reasonable to put on the car. So give that a good coat up of lacquer, and that should be alright. This is my makeshift polishing kit. A few of you are going to say, why didn't I put the drill upside down in the vise? Well, I tried that and the vise wouldn't come out big enough. Well, it wouldn't open up wide enough for the drill to fit in there. So I had to do it this bodge way, but it's worked. It's done what it had to do. Like I said, I've got my own in the shed, but I can't get in the shed because it's full up of motorbikes. So I used to do quite a lot of this on motorbikes, so this is the first time I've ever really done it on a car. So it's always been motorbikes. One of my motorbikes I done was a 1978 Honda CB 750. So I polished all that up on that one as well, stripped the engine, redone it all. Well, I stripped the old bike actually. So yeah, so it's not just cars I do, bikes as well. I mean, I still got a few bikes, so I do like motorbikes. Don't like riding them anymore, but I do like them. The roads are not safe anymore, I don't think. Yeah, so there we are. So it's had a reasonable polish up. So I think that's reasonably pretty good. So I'm going to coat that now to protect it so it don't go all chalky and white. And tomorrow I'll fit that back on the car. I think that should look pretty good. I reckon it looks reasonable. Like I said, I'm not looking for show winning, I'm just looking for tidiness really. So I think that's tidy enough. Like I said, I could go more if I wanted to, flattening down, but I mean, I could do it at a later date. I mean, it's up to the individual really, isn't it, what they want to do. So I mean, you might want to go. Yeah, sorry everybody, the batteries died on the camera, I had to put new batteries in. Yeah, like I was saying, it's up to the individual really, how you want to go about doing this yourself really. I mean, the kit, I mean, you can buy the kit, it comes with these wheels. You get another one, so you get 3 wheels, 3 different types of polish. And like I said, I use these as well, so I have used these as well, so don't think all I use is this. This is what I use to finish it off with. So these are being used first, and then I use this one afterwards to give it the bit more of a shine. This one I've had for years. This is the one I've used for a long time doing motorbikes and all that, so he's a bit out of shape, but he still works good. He still does what he's got to do. But like I said, you can buy these. There's a kit on eBay to buy, about 30 quid I think it is, and if you get this one, I think it was 20 something pound, and 30 something pound if you get the one with the can of lacquer as well, comes with it. Yeah, so there's those. So yeah, as I said, I'm gonna give this a coat of lacquer to protect it, or it'll all crowed up and it'd just be a waste of time. So yeah, there you go. So that's how I polished it. Stick it on a drill, and away it goes. This one is just for like finishing off really, because it frays everywhere. Make sure you wear eye protection and everything when you do this. Don't do it like me, I don't bother. Nah, I'm only joking. Yeah, so there you go. So it's all polished up. I reckon it looks pretty reasonable really. I mean, like I said, I could go a bit more if I wanted to, be really fussy with it, but I'm not looking for show winning at shows. I'm just looking to pop the bonnet just to make the car look tidy. Okay, so I hope this would be useful for somebody, this video. Like I said, you can do quite a lot of it at home yourself. You don't have to keep sending everything away to be done and have a big bill at the end of the day. I mean, for 30 quid, get the kit yourself, some wet and dry sandpaper. Take as long as you want, wet and drying it down. Get all the marks out as much as you want. Polish it, and away you go. And make sure you lacquer it afterwards. Okay, there you go. Ta-da for now.